Okay, so the other day I said that I would be getting a big box of turnip forage and some other things for my geese to eat from Johnny Seeds. And today it came in and I did go ahead and open it and pull out all of our personal information, but I'm actually pretty impressed with the amount that we got for the price that we paid. So I was curious when I first thought about buying from Johnny Seeds because I hear a lot of people saying that it is pricier. And I think that that's true depending on the quantity that you're getting, but also Johnny's has really good quality seed and I do enjoy their products. So my most recent purchase that has come in, I bought this small packet, and this is the Rainbow Mix Swiss chard because we really love Swiss chard here, and I really love the colors. It's absolutely beautiful, and it tastes so good. It cooks well, and unlike rhubarb, you can eat the entire plant. If you don't know, rhubarb, the leaves are actually poisonous and can make humans sick. So you're mostly supposed to eat the stalks. With Swiss chard, you get all that beautiful color, and plus you can eat the entire plant, minus the roots. I've never eaten the roots, but it's really good in stir fries. And basically anything you try it in, it retains its color. So if you have pinks, yellows, reds, oranges, it's going to retain most of that color when cooked, and it looks absolutely breathtaking. So this is a 200 seed pack. And it gives you all of the information on it, even the germination rate and when it was tested, what lot it came from. And then it gives you all the directions on the back. How far apart to sow them, how deep, everything you need to know. Your soil temperature, diseases, pests, all of that. It's really nice. So here's the part that comes with it that tells you. So for that, I paid $5.50 for that pack of seeds, and it has 200 seeds minimum in it. So that's a pretty good amount for our family. 200 seeds is actually produce a huge amount of food. And these plants are biennials, which I really enjoy about them. So I don't have to worry about them bolting within the first year. Now, what I bought specifically for the geese was this ryegrass seed. I bought an entire pound of it. So you saw what the packet looks like, and this is a full pound of rye seeds. And the really cool thing about this is I thought I got an amazing price for it. Plus it has an 84% germination rate, which is amazing. It should grow really well down here, and I'm actually going to sow it with our turnips and use them together. The turnip's kind of a nurse crop for the ryegrass, and what that means is the turnips will start growing and basically produce a nice environment where the rye seeds will be protected until they can take off. Turnips are more of a cool season crop, and this rye will really start growing once it warms up a little bit, so I'll probably start the turnips first and then come back with the ryegrass. And also, I bought more turnips than were needed to sow into the space that I have outside, which is that huge area where the ducks are. Now, for this 1 pound of ryegrass, I only paid $7.45. To me, that is a really good price, and this is a huge amount of seeds. I mean, look at that. That's a big bag. This is not a small bag. This is huge. And then the last thing that I bought that I actually really enjoyed was this bag of turnip forage seeds. And I'm excited about this because if you have watched my videos, then you know that my geese are eating an insane amount of turnips. And so I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, I'm sitting at my kitchen table, so if you kind of see the kids' snacks over there, my daughter was sitting there eating, just so you know. So about this seeds, like I said, there are 5 pounds in here. And remember the other day I said that there were over 1 million seeds? I wasn't exaggerating. There are 226,573 seeds per pound. And this is a 5 pound bag. That is over 1 million turnip seeds right here. Can you imagine the amount of food this will produce? Especially if you allow the turnips to grow their bulbs. And to me, that's just magnificent. I can feed that to the rabbits. I can feed it to my geese. I can feed it to anything. And we can eat it too. It's not just for the animals. But I think it's pretty awesome. And I know my geese are going to eat a lot of the turnip tops, and I'm absolutely amazed by that. And to give you an idea, this is just a little bit of the turnip greens that I harvested today just for my family. This didn't come from a huge row. This came from a little bit out of each garden, just a couple of clumps that I showed off the other day. Nothing fancy. And this is what grew back after I cut the tops of the turnips off just a week or two ago. So it grows fast and it's really great. It's almost like eating the tops of a cross between kale and radishes. So I really enjoy that. Plus the bottoms of the turnips can be cut up. They can be cooked in beans. They can be mashed up like potatoes. They're just really good. And if you have some cool weather, they really are sweet. That's not just a rumor. I was amazed at how different they taste when you grow them themselves. And this is kind of the basket that I used to fill up. So what I did was just straight up cut them off and just fill this basket to the top, and you can see just how much can fit into this basket, even piled on. And then there's still this quite a bit left, probably another half a basket. And this is a large Easter basket, so it's not a small amount of food. This will feed my family for several meals, which I think is amazing. And then of course whatever my family couldn't eat, the geese will gladly eat for us, or the ducks, so nothing goes to waste. And if you don't have ducks or geese or chickens that can eat it, you can just throw it right into your compost pile and reuse it for next year, because I know not everybody eats the greens off of their turnips. I think that's really awesome that it can be used for such a huge variety of things and not get wasted. So once again, here's the 5-pound bag of seeds, and it still gives you a bunch of information on it. It doesn't have the same type of information on it that you'll find on the seed packets. It's not in depth, but if you go to their website, whatever you do order, it does tell you exactly when to sow, how far apart, how thick, exactly how much you need versus the square footage of the area or the acreage that you're sowing. Now, I did not need 5 pounds of turnip for 1,200 square feet of yard. This is enough for an acre, if I remember correctly. However, I chose to grow that much, that closely together, because that's how I like to grow things. The area is already fertilized. The birds have been in it for the entire winter. When spring gets here, I'm going to sprinkle these on once it dries up, because right now it's rainy season, so it's completely full of water and mud. And then once that starts to clear, we'll hit warmer weather, and it just makes a perfect spot to grow forage. Our ducks and geese have done all of the work of preparing the area, fertilizing it, getting rid of bugs, crayfish, getting rid of grass, any kind of weeds that could possibly take over. It just makes such a good way for us to grow things. And when this is all gone and it's too warm for turnips anymore, then we have this ryegrass that will kind of take over that area and grow up. And as you know, geese do prefer grass and foraging, so this is going to give them food to eat. Now our ducks, they'll kind of pick at it, but really they like grain and different vegetable crops a little bit better. They also enjoy flies and bugs, and luckily we're in southeast Texas, and unfortunately fly season will come with the warm weather, but fortunately for the ducks, they're great to harvest it. Now I will be cutting down on our ducks significantly because we just have too many, and I'm on less than an acre of land. I do not have the space to just continually raise ducks when I know that they don't fit what I'm looking for my homestead and for my program. I know not everyone agrees with eating meat, but for me, that's a great way to put meat into my freezer, is culling the ducks that don't meet my program and the drakes that nobody's going to want to buy. That helps out my family significantly, and this seed is going to help out significantly too. So this is kind of an idea. If you've been looking at Johnny Seeds and you're wondering, what in the world am I getting into? Is it worth the money to buy all of this? This will give you an example of what you're buying. So this is a packet right here. This is 1 pound, and this is a 5-pound bag of seed. So you can see the size difference, and I assure you, you're getting a huge amount of seeds if you choose to buy these products, especially in the larger sizes. So don't go in and buy, 1+ pound of seeds if you have a small lot like me, unless you know exactly what you're doing with it and have a space for it, because more than likely, a lot of you are not growing to feed a large number of animals and everything else. You're growing food for yourself, but if you are, here are just some different options that you can consider. It'll kind of help you pick exactly what size is right for you. So when I first started and wanted to buy from Johnny Seeds, I didn't understand the sizing and the prices compared to the sizes. But now, seeing it right here in front of me in 3 different sizes, it makes a lot more sense. Because for the most part, I've been buying in the small packets, kind of nervous about spending money on a large size. Because for me, $26 is a lot of money. And it was $28.40 for this 5-pound bag of seeds. But, I mean, when you think a million turnip seeds for 28 something, that is amazing. And this is more than a million. So that's something to consider. I'll stop going on and on about my seeds, but I hope this kind of helps you guys out and gives you a good idea of what you're looking at, what to expect when ordering seeds from Johnny's. And I hope this kind of helps you out just a little bit.